Welcome to another edition of Studio Carter. I can't say .com because I don't have a web page. But I'm going to be making 16mm color prints from 500T negatives today. July 15th, test print number 1. I have to get 100 feet off of this roll of color print film and put it onto a smaller reel, daylight reel. All of the prints that were taped up on a projection reel and put into this box have been removed. Leader and gray card shots have been removed. And now leader has been put onto each of the negatives. They will be printed one by one on the Euler Cine printer, just holding it in my hand and pulling them out as we go along. All the chemicals have to be mixed yet. So now what I have to do is turn the lights out and dare to open this thing and see what's what. I think it's a split reel that the film is on. If it's not, I have to put it onto one. So I opened up the can and there's a big plastic bag in there with the gigantic reel inside on a core. So I have to take the film out of the bag and put it onto the split reel, put the split reel onto the winder, and then 44 winds later I got 100 feet onto a daylight reel. The film was in a bag on a core, loose. I mean, it was tight, but it wasn't taped even. If it was, I pulled the tape off. And I have a split reel that's gigantic. It's bigger than that core in the bag. So I took it out of the bag and somehow got it onto the split reel. I have this big can that nothing is in. That's what the film came in. And there's the bag. I have a couple split reels that are smaller. Didn't use them. I managed to get 100 feet or 44 winds on a daylight spool. This one is reserved for the print film. These three, there's projection reel and a split reel and I think 2 projection reels in these cans. None of them are full. I don't know if it's A or B wine. I don't even know what A or B wines are. Don't care. I'm just going 3 feet at a time. The big giant split reel fits onto the rewind. This rewind does not have a locking ring, screw, knurled ring. This one did, but it came off in the dark. It looked like a left-hand thread, but I could not get it on. So I just taped it. It's there inside this tape, and the tape is holding the round thing on. Moving on. I looked inside. There isn't anything in the gate. I put it back together. Number 1 negative is sprockets away, because the sprockets are here and they're away. Emulsion side up. That's the dull side. The edge number is set between 6 and 7, and it's brighter than the picture. I set the voltage on 5. So I will peel off 3 feet of print film. I will thread it, just leave it loose on the left, close the gate and hold the 2 of them on the right and then pull it up like that. And then while still in the dark, I will load that print onto a 110 reel. I'll have to bring it down here where I can get at it. The recipe is quite a bit different from the developer for the negative. The developer for the print uses sulfuric acid (7N), 0.62 milliliters. Not very much. So what I did was I put 3 milliliters in this little plastic measurer of 48%. That's about 0.6 of 96%, I guess. So I'm working, so I won't eat. I'm not going to eat until 3. Now I put about 300 milliliters of developer ECP2E into this 250 milliliter beaker, and I overfilled it, so it's probably 300 milliliters, and that's more than enough to develop a 3-foot piece. But this way I will get 3 tests done per liter. When I first took the print film out of the can, it was blue, like sky blue. But after it dries a minute, it turns clear. That's because I developed it at 98 degrees, not any hotter. Any hotter, and it would turn black. Now, I can't tell. It looks a little green to me, so I would probably need some filter. All right, it's like 1:45. I can't eat yet, so I'm doing a review. No problem printing. Maybe it's too dark, I don't know. I'll have to loop it and project it to see if it's too dark or too light. At this point, that's the main determinant, is projection on a movie screen. Now, I didn't know about the acid that had to be added to the developer. I said I added 3 milliliters in a little skinny gradiated flask, but that was of 48%. So one test was printed, and I put it together with the negative and put it on the table over there. I taped the 2 of them together, the print and the negative. I had looped it and projected it, and it looked good. So I did another one, and it looked a little green again. So I added 30 cyan, and I printed another one, 1, 2, 3. and they all look nice. This one is warmer. It's golden. I'm too tired to do anything. These two have to be spliced into loops and projected and videoed. I'm just too tired to do that. I found an X-Acto knife so I could make sure the sprocket holes are open and that the projector works properly. So that's the whole thing. But everything's cleaned up. I will need to mix more chemicals. There's only a little bit left of the developer and a little bit left of the stop bath. So I guess somehow I got 3 done. I did 333 milliliters per test. So I got 3 out of 1 liter mixtures. That's pretty good. You could probably stretch it to 4 if you did 250, but I'm not sure that it would work. That's alright, it's just going to take a little longer. Now I put that 30 cyan filter in there, I think for number 3, and I increased the edge lamp to 7. And then I increased the exposure on the pictures because I put the cyan filter in there. So it's more than 5, just under 5.5 volts. And the picture still looks a little bit light. So with 30 cyan, the pictures are more golden. Even though this looks green through the camera, the edge numbers are real strong. To my eye, the pictures look golden. If I put it to the side, you can see the gold color a little bit. This loop is a little larger, and the splice is better, and it's dark down here. Now I increased the exposure a little bit whenever I made this, but it's still too light. It's got to be 6 volts. The projected image looks golden. The video camera looks green. It is not green. 30 cyan was sufficient, but it's too dark. Well, it's working. Look how blue the daylight bulb in the darkroom looks. The one that I just made was number 2. This is number 3. The one I'm going to project next is number 3. This is the golden one. And it is number 3 projecting nicely. Very golden and a little too light. Yeah, 6 volts would be good for both of these. But this is really close. Starting to print with the voltage in the middle at 5. 30 cyan makes it look like tungsten light in the living room. I like this one, boy. If I made another one, I would do it at 6 volts, not 5.5. That'll make the picture darker and richer. But wow, that is really nice. This print loop has to be upside down with the sprockets close to me. This is what I did yesterday. I cut the leader off and I cut a piece of gray card off. And that's for every one of them. Now this one for some reason didn't have any leader. There must have been some, but I got mixed. Something happened to it, I don't know. I got the gray card though. All the others have leader and gray card. The other thing is, I took all the pieces of leader and I put them onto a piece of paper, little clips. You can see how dark number 5 is. 6 might be the latest one. I did find that film photography project extra light for the Bolex Rex 4, which is patiently waiting to be used. My newly refurbished darkroom is being used. I've got a plug now for the water heater on the sink board. Here are the Rex 4 lenses, 75, 25, 10. Only the 16mm Rex lens is on the Rex 4, and this is a plugged lock for the turret so that this big heavy lens doesn't make it sag.